Sammy Baugh, though 36 years old and with 15 seasons of full competition behind him, gives no signs of nearing the end of his amazing career.
Art Monk is now number one, the most prolific pass receiver in the National Football League's history. Touchdown, Washington Redskins.
This is Harry Ho Football, the original Redskins Fans podcast. On today's show, we talk about the game between the Washington Redskins and the Tennessee Titans, and news from the bye week, including signings and cuts and a new team president. This and much more live with Aaron and John. Yo, what's up?
Yo, what's up?
What up, you?
Excellent.
You cold like Jaden Daniels, man? You got that hat on.
I know, man. I need like a warm wrap. I need a warm wrap to wrap around my midsection. Not that I'm injured, not because I'm injured, just because it's warm.
I need a electric blanket. Nice. Anyway, everybody, welcome once again to episode 622. That's the 600 in Carlos Rogers episode. Not so great cornerback from our history.
The guy who signed with San Francisco, and they said, "Son, have you had your eyes checked?" And he said, "No." And they got him contacts, and he had more interceptions in that first year with the 49ers than the entire time he was here.
True. And then I never heard anything from him again after that first year.
Yeah. Probably because he got all beat up here because he couldn't see anybody.
Speaking of cornerbacks, did you hear you probably, I don't know if you did. Al Galdi was interviewing Kevin Sheehan, and he's like, "When's the last time we had a great cornerback on this team?" I'm like, is that even a hard question? Champ Bailey.
Yeah. Champ Bailey, first-round Hall of Famer. And before that, Darryl Green, first-round Hall of Famer.
Yeah, and then one of them was like, "What about D'Angelo Hall?" And I was like, I mean, he was pretty good. I don't think he was great.
I mean, I don't think we should retire his number to the rink, to the stadium or anything like that. I think he was all right. I mean, he had that great game against the Bears when he intercepted Jay Cutler 4 times.
Yeah, I remember that game. That was awesome. I don't know if I've ever seen another game where someone had 4 interceptions.
In one game. It was amazing. It was like you read his mind.
Yeah. But anyway, more news on cornerbacks. Your dog and Kenny Kins, first round draft pick, Emmanuel Forbes.
You know it, dude. God! Yeah, baby. Good. Yeah. That's all right, dude. Because we were going to be something like $9.5 million in salary cap in a hit next year if he just went on waivers and no one claimed him. And the Rams claimed him, so we don't even have to pay the rest of his salary.
Yeah, I think I thought we were off scot-free, but someone said we still had to pay some kind of money. I never understand how that crap works.
We probably have a smaller cap hit next year because it's a trade, basically. But it's not really a trade, but he gets picked up and he's still under the same contract.
Oh, okay. Why did the Rams do that?
Why would the Rams do that? Because did you see him in whatever uniform he was wearing with whatever number they gave him? Because they didn't give him 13.
Was it 1? Was 1 because it's the only number that'll fit across his chest? 13. They couldn't give him a number in the 20s because it would not fit on his body. It would wrap around.
They didn't even look at the 80s.
Unless it was 21, 20, and they're not giving him that one. So with that one out of the way, there's no other numbers that would fit on his body in the 20s, so they had to give him 13.
I'm looking it up right now to see if there's anything about what number he is.
They'd be like, his number would be wrapping around to his armpits, dude.
McVay said Forbes was a player the Rams liked coming out of college.
Yeah, other people liked him coming out of college too. But now he sucks.
I mean,
they took a flyer.
Dude's a skinny man. He's a skinny man. They took a flyer on him. I mean, I don't know. Maybe because they're in LA and they have LA Ram money and all that stuff. They're just like, hey, we'll throw whatever it is, $9.5 million, or take that hit off their skin so they don't have to take that. Man, wow. It just amazes me that anyone picked it up because they could have just let it go. Like, do you think someone was actually going to claim him other than the Rams? Do you think the Raiders would have claimed him maybe?
Nope.
Just because they're dumb, or the Browns because they're dumbasses.
But this dude that we claimed off of waivers this week, when's the last time we actually claimed someone off of waivers? I can't really remember. But anyway, this dude we claimed off of waivers, KJ Osborne, who has been good every year that he played for Minnesota and then went to the Patriots this year and sucked, but their team sucks. So
Patriots suck. Yeah.
So I don't know if he's gone downhill because all of his other 4 years or so, he looked fine. This year, his stats are down. He only has not that many catches, like 15 or so. But
well, I think it'll be a great thing to look at between Jane Daniels and what's his face, the quarterback Drake May that went to New England, and see like if he's in there and Drake May can't get him the ball or the coaches can't figure out how to scheme him just because. I mean, we know very, very well just last year some coaches just suck.
Yeah, some of them are just dumb.
Some of them are dumb.
Like the Bears coach. And then I don't know if you saw at the end of the Rams and the Bills game, like when Josh Allen, they had 3 timeouts and a minute and something left, and they had 1st and goal from the 1, and they had Josh Allen, and they were down 10, and they had him run a quarterback sneak, and it wasn't from the 1, it was like close, it was like to the 2 almost, and geez. It's like, dude, if you don't make it in, you have to use the timeout, and then you have to go for an onside kick. Have to. But if they would have just passed it 3 straight times, they could have kicked it deep and called 3 timeouts.
Yeah.
These guys get millions of dollars, dude. Millions. To not use their brains.
Yeah, dude. It seems like every time the Bills are in like that clutch situation, like their head coach, that dude, he just looks like he looks kind of like a deer, like staring at the headlights of a car. Like he's just like,
I know.
And I mean, and it's happened for like a few years. Like it's every time something comes to clutch, it's like his brain just goes,
I can't handle it. And the Bears coach too, dude. That guy got.
Every time I see the Bears coach, I figured he had a German accent.
Oh, because of his name, Everflus,
which might be German or maybe Dutch. But I just look at him. He just like looks like someone like I don't know, like in Django Unchained, the German guy. It kind of looks kind of like that guy. Like you would just have the same kind of accent.
Dude, while we're on the business of talking about people who are cut. You saw we signed a new team president this week who is going to take over for Jason Wright come January, which means Jason Wright is finally.
God! Dude, I told you he's been on gardening leave for months and months. They're just
Jason Go Million Wright. That's his middle name. Go Million.
Go Million.
Have you ever heard that before?
No, I figured it would be Jason Portapotty Wright, personally.
Jason Go Million, right?
Go Million.
We're going to just call this episode Go Million.
Go Million. How do you spell Go Million?
If my memory serves me correctly, it's Gomillion. Go Million.
Like one word or two?
One word. Jason Go Million. I'm not lying. I did not make this up. You want to Google
okay.
it.
I've never heard of it. I've never heard of it. Go Million before. Is that like like Obadiah or something like that? Like an old name that people are like
from the Old Testament
names that they use the people don't use anymore from the Old Testament.
Obadiah. It's like a book in the Old Testament. Obadiah. Nahum.
Dorcas.
Go Million.
I don't think that maybe if they had a book of Dorcas, they may have cut that one out.
Well, they may have cut the. They may have. You know what? They may have looked at the Bible and it had the book of Go Million, and they were like, just like Jason Go Million, right? Got
Dorcas. Cut.
Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Go Million, Obadiah. Anyway,
well, we put Austin Seibert on reserved injured list, as everyone knows. And then Zane, maybe not ready for prime time. Gonzalez, right?
yeah.
He missed 2 kicks in this game, didn't he?
Dude, he sucked. Let me look it up. I don't remember exactly what happened because it's been almost 2 weeks. Let me pull that up. Redskins versus Titans box score.
Play-by-play.
Oh, here it is. Came up. We jumped out to an early 28-0 lead.
Yeah, dude. We almost tied the biggest quarter of our career from Super Bowl 22. 35 in a quarter. We almost did that. 28 and a quarter. Like it was almost like the Titans were just like, I don't know, like a high school football team that was just out there, and it was almost like they weren't trying. We got 28. Wait, are you talking about Super Bowl?
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, we got 35.
Okay.
We threw 4 touchdowns. Yeah, because it was 42-10 at the end.
I just remember we almost could have gotten another one at the end of the second quarter because we got a pick, but there was no time left, right? I think it was like Brad Edwards or somebody. Not Brad Edwards. Who's the other guy that's kind of like him and always – was it like Danny Copeland? I don't remember who it was. I always think that it's Brad Edwards, and then when I go back and watch the game, I'm like, oh, it wasn't him. It was this other
Maybe
dude.
It was Barry Wilburn or something.
Maybe.
I'm not even sure of that year.
Oh my
I just remember Brad Edwards being at the end of the Super Bowl 22 cassette tape from VHS. And at the very end, he was the last picture. He was like, and he had his helmet in his hand, and he was just like, yeah.
like the NFL films, like
yeah.
And Sports Illustrated every year at the end of the Super Bowl would be like, if you sign up for Sports Illustrated, you get this commemorative NFL Films VHS tape of the Washington Redskins, and then they would always come up with a cheesy name for whatever team it was that year, like, you know, the Win in Washington or something like that.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah, I remember that video, and at the very end, they slow-mo it and like freeze frame it.
That's like Brad Edwards was like.
Anyway, I'm pulling up the stats for this week's game, which is like I did a lot because I've been sick a lot the last entire month. I was coughing from November 10th until December 10th, and
dude, you had the long COVID, man.
Pretty much the Redskins were just as sick as I were because they lost 3 times in a row before they won this game. So I'm glad we're both out of our funk now.
Out of their funk.
Let's look at these stats for a second. Tennessee's quarterback, whose name is Will Levis, was 18 of 37, 212 with 2 touchdowns. Jaden Daniels, your dog, and mine.
I know.
25 of 30.
Everybody's dog.
25 of 30, 206 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, which I think was off of someone's arms, if I remember correctly. Maybe I'm wrong. And what is FPTS? The heck is that? Oh, fantasy points. What website am I on? I thought I was on. Dang it!
We expect him to score 13.8 fantasy points this weekend.
Sorry, I'm going to a real thing, ESPN.
So we actually scored 21 points in the first quarter and then 7 points in the second quarter. For some reason, my brain was blending it all in.
What, this game or the Super Bowl? This game.
Oh, this game. No,
okay.
The Super Bowl was 35 points in the second quarter.
What? 35 points in the second quarter. It still lives today as the best quarter in Redskins history.
Yeah, especially after the first quarter of that game.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go watch it. Go watch that first half. It's on YouTube if you haven't seen it, you youngsters out there.
Because you're going to go through the first quarter and you're just going to be like, oh, my God, this team sucks.
We suck.
And then suddenly, boom, boom, boom.
Which made it even better because it was like they basically spotted the Broncos the entire first quarter.
10 points. I mean, John Elway caught a pass.
Yeah.
It was like a 40-yard some pass.
Horsemouth Elway. Oh, my gosh. Okay, back to this game. Enough of that Super Bowl 22.
This one's for Pat.
This one's for Pat.
This one's for Pat. All right. Anyway. So, yeah, we missed 2 field goals in this game, though.
Oh, yeah, I was looking him up.
First quarter, missed a field goal. No, sorry. Second quarter, missed a field goal. And I think the third? It was the third or the fourth.
Dude was 0 of 2 on field goals.
Yeah. We could have won 48-19.
Yeah, 6 of 6 on extra points, 0 of 2 on field goals. In addition, though, back to our quarterback, Jaden Daniels. In addition to him passing for 3 touchdowns, he also ran for a touchdown and had, you ready for this? 34 yards on 9 carries. Not bad.
Not bad. I mean,
and unlike RG3, he doesn't take nearly as many hits. He gets out of bounds before he takes those hits or slides or does weird forward dives to get the extra yard, and people aren't about to hit him when he's on the ground like that, even though I guess you can't.
Man. Trevor Lawrence got hit on the ground with like that last weekend, though. Good Lord.
You told me about that, dude, that he got crushed and he's out, right?
He's out for the year.
Oh, my God.
He's out for the rest of the year. And the dude that hit him, like the other guys on the team, like a couple of offensive linemen came running over and just started like pushing him.
Surprised he didn't get destroyed by those offensive linemen.
I'm really surprised that he didn't, honestly. Because, I mean, if that's your quarterback and he just got housed the way that he just got housed, you don't care if you're going to get kicked out of this game. You know? I mean, because no matter what they do to that guy, and it's the same in every sport, no matter what they do to the guy who did it, he's still going to be out less time than in this case, Trevor Lawrence coming back.
He's still going to be playing next week, probably. The league doesn't really suspend dudes that often. Have you ever noticed that? Hardly
Not very
ever.
often.
It's usually just give us $15,000 and don't do it again.
I think on this one he may have. But anyway, back to Washington.
Yeah, back to our team. Yeah, so Brian Robinson was back in form, running it. Thank goodness.
Thank goodness. Yeah.
Because he had an ankle injury coming into this game, and we weren't 100% sure he was going to play. And Chris Rodriguez Jr., dude.
Yeah. Chris Rodriguez stepped up a little bit, showed that he can still play. Still on the team.
Almost 100 yards after getting a few weeks ago. Re-signed. Comes back. Re-signed. So we had almost 200 yards. With Jaden Daniels, we had over 200 yards rushing. 267 yards rushing, dude.
Oh, yeah.
200 yards and 6 yards passing. Terry had another big game with 8 catches, 73 yards, averaged 9 yards.
2 touchdowns.
2
Big,
TDs.
big. I mean, he's one of the leading receivers in the league, and it's like him and a bunch of like fourth wide receivers on other teams, on other good teams.
Yeah.
Like we need to get him some help so bad, especially because Noah Brown is now out for the rest of the year
With a kidney ailment.
Yeah,
Injury.
yeah.
He got hit in the ribs or something during the game, and I guess they hit his kidney. I
was about to say either they broke his ribs and it hit his kidney, or they just knocked him right in the kidney.
Yeah, or both.
Or
I didn't
both.
see what happened. They could have knocked him in the ribs, broke those, and then he landed on the chain gang's apparatus on the sideline, and it nailed him in the kidney. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
But hopefully he'll be okay, because he was having a good year, and he'll live in infamy for catching that Hail Mary.
Yeah, for me, the guy who caught that. And I mean, he's on a 1-year contract, so
he's gone unless we re-sign
so he
him.
could be gone.
Especially
because I expect of all the positions on this team, I expect wide receiver to get a complete rehab, reshuffling. Because I mean, now we've got De'Ami Brown, and we got McCaffrey the younger.
McCaffrey had a big catch at one point, didn't he? Like a big first down.
Apparently he gets open a lot, but I mean, he's a slot receiver. He's not a number 2.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he's a Danny Amendola kind of like type of guy.
Dude, I want to.
Yeah.
While we're still talking about Terry McLaurin and receivers, I also wanted to point out that he had 8 catches on 8 targets. Because he's good.
I mean, he's elite, man. He's elite. And nothing else this year is showing that if you give him a good quarterback and I mean, the biggest help he's got behind him is Zach 50-50 Ertz, who also had a touchdown in this game, by the way.
Oh, yeah, he did. Besides Noah, we're pretty healthy. Everyone, this is CJack17. What's up, dude? But don't forget that Eckler is still injured too.
Eckler, yeah, he's probably done for the rest of the year too.
Yeah. He's active. Is he gonna play? Are they talking about Lattimore? Because we haven't even brought him up yet.
Lattimore is a full participant in practice, and he is expected to play this weekend against his former team.
He doesn't want to miss the game against his former team. Come on.
No way. And Jamison Crowder has a chance to come back, so I guess he's going to fill. Well, I mean, I guess it's going to feel like a wide receiver spot, but I mean, we already also signed that dude.
That dude's not playing. Like, I heard the coaches talking, and it didn't sound like he's going to be playing. Like, they need to bring him up to speed.
Yeah.
But Jamison Crowder, though, with Eckler out, might also be returning kicks.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So,
man, you just hate it when you have someone who gets injured like that on the last freaking play of the game. Golly.
Oh yeah. So Jamison Crowder. I've always liked Jamison Crowder. Remember when we really sucked and he was like our best receiver?
Dude, he's one of those guys who has like the Washington, and then he goes to the New York Jets, and then he comes back kind of thing.
Like a James Thrash type guy.
Kind of like that, like Santana Moss. More like Santana Moss. Remember when didn't we trade Lavernius Coles to him for him? And we sent him back to the Jets.
Yeah, well, we got Santana Moss was already on the Jets, right? No. Yeah. We got Lavernius Coles. They, I guess, drafted Santana Moss, if I remember right. And then we traded Lavernius Coles back for Santana Moss. Is that right? I think so.
I think so, yeah. Cowboy killer.
C-Rod and McNichols will fill in okay for Eckler. Not as good, but they're fine. Yeah, I mean, Christian Rodriguez had a huge game. He had, like we already said, 94 yards last week.
Yeah.
So McNichols had 32 yards on 6. So yeah, they'll be fine. We got to get going on this. I don't want them to overlook this game like they did the Cowboys.
Yeah, because the next weekend we've got Philly at home. So
that game is huge, dude.
it is huge.
We got to beat those you-know-whats.
Yeah, we do.
Um,
And I hate them.
yeah, we gotta beat them.
Yeah.
We gotta beat them. We gotta beat the Cowboys. Don't
Yeah,
even
we
get me
got
going on
them.
that. We got the
Yeah.
Falcons with
We've got
Kirk
them.
Cousins.
Yeah, we've got New Orleans, Philly at home, Atlanta at home, and then we have to close out at Dallas.
Okay.
Dallas.
Well, if we're gonna make the playoffs, we have to win at least 2 of those games.
Yeah, for real.
9 wins isn't gonna cut it because there's a lot of teams in the middle of the pack right now.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, there's what is it, 7 playoff positions in each league now?
Yeah.
In each conference?
Yeah, we're in 7th right now.
Yeah.
And you got teams winning like the Rams beating the Bills was kind of big.
Yeah, because they're right behind us.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers are right behind us, even though they're leading their division. The Atlanta Falcons actually have a losing record.
Do they really?
Not the Vikings. How are the Vikings 11-2?
How was Atlanta have a losing record? I just felt like they were better.
Yeah, I think, Kirk Cousins is so streaky. He was really good at the beginning of the season, and like the last month, he's been just really kind of crappy. I think he had 4 picks last week.
Dang. Well, we need him to suck against us.
Yeah. So keep on sucking, dude.
Because honestly, dude, how many games have we played? We're 8-2. We've played 10 games, and I still have this feeling like, with the exception of the Cowboys, we've beat all the teams.
13 games. We played 13 games.
Oh, sorry, I'm an idiot. We beat all the teams. We beat all the teams that I felt like we should have, except for the Cowboys. But then we've gotten beat by all the teams that I thought were going to be difficult games, in other words.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And that's kind of one of the things that's so good about this year is seeing our team, like we knew, like going into the last game, pretty much all of us knew we should beat the crap out of the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
And we did. And generally, other than like you said, the Cowboys game, which is a division game.
Against their hated, bitter rival.
Yep. And like we should beat New Orleans this weekend. We should beat them pretty well. I know they're starting to kind of surge back up a little bit, but
no, we should beat them. They don't have their quarterback's injured, dude.
Who did they pick up? I don't even know what quarterback they're going to use because what's his face broke his hand. The second to Carr the younger.
I'm guessing he's out. Even with
he's out.
Although
it's his non throwing hand, so who knows?
Season-ending injury, it says.
Ooh.
Okay, so, so who should start? This was 2 hours ago from SB Nation, whoever that is. 54% of the Saints fans say that they think that Spencer Rattler will play, and 46%
Spencer Rattler
said it
the guy who got benched at Oklahoma and at USC, not USC in California. No, the Gamecocks. He got benched at the Gamecocks. Oh my God! And this guy's gonna start.
Maybe 54% of Saints fans said it should be Spencer Rattler, and 46% said it should be some guy named Jake Haener. And Taylor Bud Lighty Goat thinks it's Haener.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Haener too. But I would love for us to be able to tee off on Spencer Rattler. That guy, he's like a little skinny version of Josh Rosen, who came out of UCLA a few years ago. And he was all like big and, big guy and everything. And I was like, he kind of sucked in college. Like they were like 500, But he was just like, he talked like he was a leader and he was going to lead his team to the Super Bowl. And he did not. He did not even come close.
Who's Haener? Who's Haener? Have you ever heard of this dude?
I heard of him because I read something about these
Hayner.
guys actually, I guess about a week ago.
Jake
And
Hayner.
people were saying that he some people were saying he might be good, but who knows, man, because I've never heard of him.
He played for Washington and Fresno State. And let's see.
Washington.
Yeah,
Like,
the Huskies.
Was he the backup for who was over there? Bo Nix?
I'm looking it up right now. He's from California. He went to Washington from 2017 to 2018, and then he transferred to Fresno State. Let's see. He was the starter in 2020. He played 6 games and completed 150 of 232 passes, 14 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and he was the starter in 2021.
Okay. All right.
He went into the transfer portal and then withdrew from the transfer portal and returned to Fresno State. So
it's not looking very good for what's his first name? Josh Hayner?
Jake.
Jack Hayner?
Jake. Not Jack. Jake. Jake.
From State Farm.
Well, it's not looking good for those dudes, so we can't let them win this game. If we let them win this game, then we don't deserve the playoffs. I'm just going to say that right now.
And you never know. I mean, we're totally retooled from last year. All the stuff, all the crazy stuff. It could be Jane Daniels has a bad game. It could be we end up winning 42-19 again. But I think we're probably going to win closer to 42-19 than have a terrible game.
I hope so. We better.
Because, again, we've got Philly. We got the Birds at home. Philly and then the Falcons. And then we got to go to Dallas.
Dude, I don't know why this just popped in my head, but I would be remiss if I didn't point out that every single week I see him play, I love Frankie Louvu more and more. That dude is a beast.
Oh, yeah, that guy. Boy, he's lucky he got out of Carolina and he came to a team where he can be good.
I voted for him for the Pro Bowl like 100 times, and I kept reposting these things on our Twitter because apparently it counts as a vote if you repost someone's thing that says hashtag and then something Pro Bowl and then their name or something. Like, I don't know. I don't know if that's a lie, but I was like, oh, okay. So people were like posting these things like repost it and it'll vote for these dudes. So I kept doing it. So there's like 1 million of them.
Forward this letter to 5 friends, or you're gonna die of brain cancer of the left foot.
No, but you might get Frankie Louvu in the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, I guess.
He had 3 tackles, 1 sack, one tackle
leader,
for
man.
loss, and 2 quarterback hits in this game.
He is a leader. He is a leader. You know who's not really a leader, who talks an awful lot, and is someone that a lot of people on this team want to get on the team?
Jason Wright.
Micah Parsons.
Oh, Micah Parsons. You showed me the picture of him on the bench. Someone posted it after that block or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, he definitely doesn't show up as a leader or anybody like that. I mean,
he's a good player, dude.
He's a really good player.
That's why they want him on the team. They don't care about his leadership skills. They want him to hit some dogs. But Louvu has the I can't say enough about Louvu. Bobby Wagner's been awesome. He's already over 100 tackles again, and this is the 13th year in a row that he's had and everyone says he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. You know who else had 100 tackles 13 years in a row and just got denied the Hall of Fame again? London Fletcher.
Yep.
So, you know who has had 14 years? Not in a row, but 14 years of 100 tackles?
Who?
The Ravens dude. What's his name? I forgot. The linebacker.
Ray Lewis.
Oh,
yeah.
So, anyway, I love me some Frankie Louvu. And I went to bid on his shoes, my cleats, my cause cleats with the like Samoan tribal art on there, but I didn't really want to bid $900 for them. So,
dude, that's the kind of price for somebody who like collects shoes, who has like a shoe room with like white floors and shelves that light up underneath, so they can light up the white soles of the shoes, which you could never freaking wear because you wear them for like into the next room and you've already marked up the soles forever.
Yeah, but
I don't understand why anybody gets tennis shoes or any kind of shoes with white soles.
I wouldn't pay $900 for those shoes, but they're pretty sick. Like if they made them and sold them in the store, not like his game worn ones, I might buy them for $100.
Maybe he could talk to like Margaritaville, like the late Jimmy Buffett's restaurant. Maybe be like, hey, I've got an idea for these shoes. People might buy these, and maybe we could make like sandals as well, like the Frankie Louvu sandal.
These are Louvus.
These are Louvus. They're gonna be Louvus.
It even kind of sounds. It even kind of sounds like a shoe company. Louvus.
Dude, are those Tevas? No, dude, they're Louvus.
They're Louvu loafers. That's the name of this episode, dude. The Louvu loafers.
Louvu loafers.
Don't let me forget. Hey, Going Commando is in the chat room. Like a lot of people over on YouTube. Finally, let's see. X Factor 357's on here. Going Commando. Bryce Versa's in here. Oh man, he had to put it in there, didn't he? Yellow cake. Yellow cake. Yellow cake. Mark Brunell. Where's number 8?
I wish I had done a screenshot of that. When I found those yellow cakes and they got removed very quickly after that. Yeah, I wish I had gotten a screenshot of that just to prove it for real. But yeah.
It's like the image is what's the saying? Burned into my mind because it was like
gold
image. It was like these gold underwear on this.
Dude,
like
it was like
pasty white legs, and it was like overexposed.
Jock strap, not underwear. It was a gold jock strap.
Sorry, jock strap, and like these pasty white legs. And someone took a picture with like a flash, so it was like super overexposed. Hey, there's DJ Cool 4. Sorry, I didn't see you hanging out in there, man.
Oh yeah.
Johnny Cassidy says that it's fantasy football playoffs start this week. I guess I did not make it because I have a losing record. But congratulations to those who did make it, and are in the search for the Cheeseman Trophy 2024.
I guess it's got to stay as the Cheeseman Trophy, though.
Yeah. You know what I realized today? This entire season in YouTube, where I have to put like, I don't even know what the saying is. It's like season or something, and I called this year the 2025 Commanders season. So like if you look for a video, there's a tag on it that says 2025 season, and then I just saw today, I'm like, oh wait, I should have put 2024. Who am I? Jason Wright with the patch. Going Commando wants some Louvu loafers.
Man, I need to get me some Louvu loafers.
We should get Frankie Louvu and his company, the Louvu Loafers, to sponsor us for next season. That'd be awesome. Because I'm tired of Ridapoo and... No, I'm not. Shh, they pay the bills. Be quiet.
The bills.
Anyway, back to talking about some football stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we destroyed the Titans like we should have, and we didn't give game balls and kicks. Should we do that?
We can do that. We can do that here. Yeah. Okay. We just took a week off, you know.
Yeah, let's see here. That's not it. I think this is it. Let's see if it works.
It's time for this week's Kicking the Balls Award.
All right, the Kick in the Balls Award this week, as usual, is brought to you by our friends at Ridapoo.
Our good friends at Ridapoo.
For all the doo-doo that you do, there's Ridapoo available at Taylor's Do It and other fine hardware stores. And it's now septic safe.
That's what I hear.
Ridapoo. Dude, this week, or last week, David Herzing put a picture in the Discord room of him driving past Taylor's Do It Center. Oh my gosh. All right.
Oh yeah. And by the way, in our Discord room, it's just Redskins fans, Washington Commanders fans, Washington football team fans. If you guys want to join it, Aaron, what is it? tinyurl dot.
Hold on.
Doug, what is it?
It is tinyurl.com/HarryHF will get you your exclusive invite to the Harry Hog Football Discord server.
Where you can talk to older people like us and younger people in there as well. Old Redskins fans, new Redskins fans, Commanders fans alike.
Canadian Redskins fans, Scottish Redskins fans,
Yes.
Irish Redskins fans,
Welsh Redskins fans, English Redskins fans. We're going to. I mean, I don't think we have anyone from Jersey or Guernsey or like the Isle of Man, but we're covering the whole British Isles.
all Redskins fans.
And all fans, and all Redskins fans.
Oh, we got to give our kicks. Okay.
This is that Hainer dude that Taylor Bud Lightigo put up in our Discord chat. Sounds like he's going to be the guy starting for us. Is this the guy?
I don't
mean,
know. I'm not in the Discord chat right now.
That can't be the guy. Like his head looks like it's superimposed on like someone else's body.
I've seen an image of him, and he kind of looks like he would not be a football player. He looks like
He
he'd
does
be
not
something
at all
else.
look like he's really a football. He looks like
Yeah.
a person, like a B movie actor who is playing
a football player. Yeah.
player in a character. Yeah.
He looks like he's off of Beverly Hills 90210, dude. Anyway, we shouldn't be laughing. If he comes in and kicks our butts, we're going to be changing our tune pretty quick.
Dude, we're going to destroy them this weekend. Look at this guy. Look at this dude. Look
You
at this
are?
dude. His head's not even on straight, man. Look at this picture.
His head's off to
Does
his
he do
right
his head
shoulder.
like this all the time?
Dude, his head's like not in the... It's over his collar. Is that photoshopped?
That's why I think it's Photoshopped. They stuck his head.
Yeah, I think that's not a real picture, dude. That's like an
Where's number
AI
14?
image that
Is
messed
what's
it
his-
up.
Is number 14? Is that what's that quarterback tight end dude that's down there?
Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill. Is that his normal number? That might be him with this some like dude that looks like he's from Saturday Night Live's head on
With his son's head. I don't think that's a real picture. That thing has to be photoshopped. And if you guys want to see that picture, be sure to join our Discord room at tinyurl.com/HarryHF.
We are the Commanders.
Speaking of We Are the Commanders, this is what we didn't give our kicks yet. All right, sorry. We got sidetracked.
Oh,
All right.
dude, yeah.
My kick is going to Zane Gonzalez for missing 2 field goals.
Mine too.
All right. Anyone else? Anyone else remember their kicks?
And apparently he's injured, like he's got a hurt foot. That kind of sucks when your kicker's got a hurt foot. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on with that.
That's because he's going in with an excuse this week. My kick goes to X Factor, gives his to Zane. Okay.
It'll be interesting for anyone to give the kick to anybody else.
I mean,
He
I could probably
practiced
find
today,
some
though.
people. I mean, I could find someone, but we pretty much destroyed them.
I know who would do that. Josh. In his massive jersey.
Going Commando, you can't give your game yet. We didn't give it out. Come on, man. Where's Kenny Ken? We got to mute him for 30 seconds because he broke the code here. All right. Let's see. Yeah, anyone else want to give kicks? And then we'll move into our game balls. Going Commando. Anyone? All right, here we go. Hold your horses, Going Commando. We're going to the games now.
And now, the coveted and ever-elusive Game Ball Award.
Game Ball Award, as usual, is brought to you by our friends at Dick's Pitch. Remember to re-dip at the half. Dick's Pitch, available at Dick's and other fine sporting goods stores, now available in neon. Dick's Pitch. Re-dip at the half. All right.
Redip at the half, remember.
And by Lulu's Loafers. Man, I bet I could come up with my own brand and call it Lulu's Loafers and just like put some of that tribal art on there and some like
Dude, yeah, maybe.
leather, some leather
we
sandals.
Dude, we could call people like Tiva, just be like, we got a design for you guys. No, we can't tell you what it is. We have to show you what it is and make sure you guys don't try to steal our idea, for loafers.
Taylor
Ooh.
Bloody. Neon what? Neon pitch, dude.
Neon pitch.
Neon Dick's Pitch. Remember to re-dip at the half. Okay.
All right, dude.
Game ball, go for it. You get to go first.
Who is Carl Davis Jr.? He had a tackle for us.
He's a cornerback.
No, Carl Davis Jr. is number 91. There's no way that guy's a quarterback. If he has got a 90 number, that dude's like getting into like 280, 300.
Well, who's the dude that's the cornerback that we signed in the offseason and hasn't done anything?
Michael Davis?
Michael Davis. Okay.
Michael Davis? As opposed to Carl Davis, who is he's right next to. Carl.
All right.
Carl.
Is that who you're giving your game ball to? You're giving your game ball to Carl Davis?
Carl. No, it is not going to Carl.
Oh my gosh. Taylor Bud Lighty put up the picture of what's his name? Ben Stiller doing the what do they call it? The smolder face from Zoolander. Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much like what this Jack Hayner guy looks like in the picture above.
That can't be his head. That's like someone else's head.
Right. I issued a premature game ball.
Well, my game ball goes to 8 of 8 for 73 yards, caught all of his targets. Scary Terry McLaurin. Quite possibly. Yeah. I mean,
X Factor's going premature too, man.
No way.
All right.
He's
Well,
just trying to get in there, trying to make sure he's first.
Since Going Commando stole mine, I'm giving my game ball to Brian Robinson, who completely destroyed them on the ground with a bum ankle and set the tone for this game. So
103 yards, man.
Brian Robinson, who was a beast. Beast. We've already heard Going Commandos. Game ball goes to Jaden Daniels for getting back on track. 4 touchdowns. Taylor Bud Lighty Goats. Jaden Daniels. And X Factor 357, who issued he gets a flag for a premature game ball, goes to Scary Terry.
We are the Commanders.
I love the DJ horn. All right. All right, so we finished the game balls and kicks, and we completely and utterly destroyed the Tennessee Titans, and we need to do that this week.
Absolutely.
To the New
And this
Orleans Saints.
the New Orleans Saints. And so this weekend's game, Sunday, 1 o'clock on Fox. We actually have Greg Olson again this weekend.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
This should be my last game because next week I get switched over off of I'm on Fios for television and for internet, and I'm switching to just internet and doing like Antenna and like Hulu, ESPN.
Cutting the cable, kind of, but you're keeping internet.
Kind of. yeah. But I'm getting a lot more internet, like a lot more speed than what I have now.
Sweet, dude.
I'm very, very much looking forward to it. So hopefully by this time next week, I will have that speed and everything will look all hunky-dory.
Oh, also, to try to cut down on some of the issues I've been having, well, not so much with the podcast, but with work-related items, I'm building a new computer, and it should be done next week if Amazon Prime 2-day delivery actually gets me my processor that I ordered 2 weeks ago.
2-day delivery-ish.
It'll take 2 days to deliver it if we ship it to you. But anyway, yeah, so anyway. That's actually my Christmas present to myself.
Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday, dear me. Happy birthday.
Dear big balls.
Oh, I have something I want to announce. Is this week, wait. Hold on. What is the date of next Tuesday? Like the 15th or something?
Next Tuesday is the 17th.
Okay. I'm announcing it now because you know how I told everyone on this podcast that I was going to have a trivia question every week, and then I had it for like 2 weeks. And I think CJack 17 and someone else won a shirt, and they need to like text me to remind me in Discord. But I think what I'm going to do for next week's show is come up with a bunch of trivia questions and have all of the items up for grabs. And each time someone wins a trivia question, they get an item.
Oh, okay.
Of their choice.
All at the same time.
Of their choice.
So this is going to be like our Christmas episode.
Yeah, it's like we're bringing cheer, and I'm getting all the things that, you know, the shirts and everything given away to people that know the trivia questions without cheating. They're not allowed to Google things or ask ChatGPT. I wouldn't ask them either because ChatGPT is wrong all the time.
Yeah.
As John so fact-checked. Who was it you fact-checked? It was like Mark Schlereth, and you were like, he wasn't in 2 Super Bowls. He was in 3.
Yeah. I was like, yeah.
You like totally called them out. Like they
probably were like didn't have the Washington Redskins stuff in there because they think the whole Redskins name and everything like that. So like their stuff wasn't in ChatGPT or something.
Yeah.
GPT, XI, whatever it is.
Going Commando, are you drinking a Luvu latte? I'm going to drink a Luvu latte while wearing my Luvu loafers.
Luvu loafers. Dude, we need to get in touch with this agent. Be like,
on the beaches in Hawaii. What about 4 weeks ago? What are you talking about 4 weeks ago? What's he saying? I'm not following it. Is that when did Bryce Versa win a trivia? That's fine. Send me your email.
It's been such a whirlwind year with Jaden Daniels and us having a good quarterback for the first time in forever. So Aaron forgets stuff like that. Anyway,
yeah, we never talked about. I think we probably did around episode 7, but someone new to the chat room, I don't remember who it was, asked us how we got the name Harry Hogg.
Oh yeah.
I'll let you answer that one.
No. I want to hear what your story is.
But I don't know if I remember it correctly, dude. It was so long ago.
I want to hear your story.
I want to hear your story.
Well,
Mine might be fake.
the story on HHF through the website. Can't tell you the last time I was even on that.
We don't have it anymore, dude. It got canceled.
Oh, you did it? Oh,
Yeah,
man.
we haven't had the website in years.
Oh, well, no wonder I haven't been to it for a while. I blame you guys. It said on there basically.
I don't think we have it. Oh, look.
It said that when you and I were working at Virginia Tech in the 1990s, that we had a what do you call that? What do you call that? The foosball table.
Yeah, the foosball table.
So we had that. We played that a lot, and you got mad one time, and you said something to. Can I say it on here?
You can say it.
Something about, oh yeah, you can suck it. You can suck my hairy hog.
I said that?
Yes, it wasn't me.
But that's
Why
not it.
Why would I say that?
Dude, the foosball table that we had,
Mhm.
basically when we worked for Virginia Tech, we did not go to school there. We worked there in our 20s. We had this foosball table, and we played that foosball so much that we got so good at it that one point could last like 15 minutes.
Yeah, it would just take forever.
A game of we named every single player on the foosball table. They would have a name, and I'll be like, "Oh man, I'm going to score this one with whoever it was, El Campos, like whatever it was." And then somewhere you had a sticker that you put on the center of the foosball table, and it said Harry Hogg.
It wasn't a sticker, but I cut it off of a flyer that I got from Scotland when I was over there in 1998 doing like a backpackers tour around. And it wasn't even the tour group I was on. I was on the Haggis tour group that drove around, because Scotland's kind of like a, Edinburgh, then it goes then back down to Glasgow. Yeah, but it was on another one that I just happened to have, and so I thought it was funny, and I cut it off and I put it on the table, and I went like Scotch tape over it, or maybe packing tape or something.
Yeah, it was like Scotch tape, invisible.
Probably Scotch tape.
Going Commando says there's something going on with the audio. Well, you know what? I'm not surprised, because that's usually what happens here. So
that's why you're building a new machine.
Someone else can chime in on if anyone else. Or Going Commando could come into the Discord room and go into the live podcast room and hear it directly from Discord. And that way you don't have to listen on YouTube. And again, that room is... Excuse me, I'm burping at the same time. tinyurl.com/HarryHF. And here's the other thing I wanted to bring up with you before we go into this game against the Saints. I saw this interview that J.P. Finley was doing at Redskins Park somewhere in Ashburn this week.
All right, hold on. I want to say the story I have of Harry Hogg, I think, was put on our website by Josh.
And he wasn't there when it got named.
He just made up a story.
Okay. But there was the cutout on the center of the foosball table. I remember that vividly.
You are correct. You are correct on that. 100%. And I'm glad you brought that up, because that was a good memory.
Okay, here we go. So, next week's episode, don't forget, it's going to be the trivia episode. Bryce Versa / Christmas. Bryce Versa has apparently already won, and I forgot. You got to DM me on Discord. And I know CJ17 won, and then someone else won a trivia. Okay, here's what I wanted to bring out. JP Finley was interviewing I forget which coach it was, at Redskins Park this week. And in the background, like on the side of a stairwell, all right, it was like, you couldn't see the whole thing, but it was like the Redskins like patch, the 1932 patch. Okay. And then under it was like a story, like some Native American grandpa told his son this story about how inside everyone had an inner wolf. And then there's this big old like gray wolf, like a big old wolf on the thing. Like, those big sticker things, what are they called? Decals that they put on walls? It was like this wolf.
Like a fat head, like a humongous
Yeah!
sticker.
Yeah! I could find it on YouTube, but you got to look at it. And it's like this story about a Native American grandpa, something, something. And if you look closely, you can say it, something about their inner wolf. And then there's a big old wolf, like on the side of the story, like pointing towards the story. Like it's a huge wolf head.
Where was this?
And it's on YouTube. It is J.P. Finley. And at the very beginning, I was
where is he at? Is he at like Redskins Park?
Yeah,
in
like
Ashburn?
yeah, like in the main building where they have meetings in the locker rooms and stuff.
Really?
Yeah. And at the very beginning,
that's interesting, man. That's really interesting.
And you can hear him at the beginning, like, uh-oh, this shot might set the internet on fire. And I'm like, why is he saying that? And then I'm looking in the background.
Very interesting.
So I'll try to find the video and post it in Discord, but it was J.P. Finley, and he has a thing called like Inside the Locker Room or something like that, where he just interviews like a bunch of people in the locker room.
Yeah.
So I wonder if I clicked on YouTube if it would tell me my history, because I just saw it tonight before we started. But anyway.
That is a very interesting going forward thing.
Yeah.
Because I think you and I, and there are a lot of fans out there, I mean, it's good that we're successful and doing well and all that stuff and everything, but Commanders is still a crap name and reminds me 100% of Dan Snyder, and I want that name to be gone as soon as possible.
Yeah. And think about this. If they use that thing on the side of the stairs, which someone has taken some time to put on there, and they somehow tie it from a Native American grandpa to inner wolves, and they change the name to the Red Wolves and bring back the old logo with the Native American grandpa.
Dude, I'm like, you're giving me shivers.
You're gonna find the video.
I've got to see this.
I gotta find it too.
And I haven't seen the video yet, but I mean, it could be something really interesting. It could be absolutely nothing.
It could be. And I forget what the coach was, but at the beginning he's like, "Have you read this story? It's really good." And then they like kind of like, "Oh, we're starting the interview." So, yeah. Anyway, if anyone else has seen it, let me know, or if you find it, let us know and put it in the Discord room, because it's J.P. Finley. Is all I remember.
Yeah. So it's not like
it's his YouTube show. He interviews like a bunch of people in a row, and it's towards the end. Bobby Wagner was in the interview. I think it was just this week. I think it was like Next Man Up type thing, talking about the receivers. He, in the same video, he talked to. Now all of the videos weren't in front of this wall, just the one with the coach. But he talked to De'Ami Brown about Belichick taking over for North Carolina.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? He gave a 400-page manifesto, and they're basically going to become like a college pro football team, like other places. Like Stanford just hired Andrew Luck to be the president, not the GM or whatever they call it. He's like above everything.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and he's basically like, we're turning Stanford into like a pro football, like it's a pro football team, because, and I mean, eventually, as I think people have noticed, all the rich schools are going to get like a lot of the best players because they're going to get paid the most. It's going to be like a minor league football.
What is the 400-page manifesto thing you speak of?
Oh, he gave them a 400-page manifesto of how to. Of if you hire me, this is all the stuff you have to do.
Oh my gosh.
And they said, okay.
Yeah, and Josh, I was talking to Josh about it. He's like, North Carolina is not going to be letting him wear those hoodies on the sideline. I'm like, oh no, dude, he's going to be doing whatever he wants. It's Bill Belichick.
It's like the best coach of our like one of the best coaches of all time. He got really lucky and he got a great quarterback, but I mean, He's got a plethora of football rings, of Super Bowl rings. A plethora.
Henry,
Goes
lay
on
down.
both hands.
Hold on, my dog's acting weird. Okay, sit down. Like keeps coming over and bothering me like she might want to go outside. So we better wrap this up.
I need to pee.
On that note, before I have to clean up a big pile of poop or a puddle of urine, we're gonna round this thing out.
Man, that's gonna be certainly.
You're looking for the video, I know.
Yeah.
All right, I'd like to give a shout out to everybody in the chat rooms, both on YouTube and Discord. Going Commando, Bryce Versa, Taylor Bud Lighty Goat, X Factor 357, Johnny Cassidy, who else? Kenny Ken was in there right before the podcast. CJ17. Or sorry, CJack17. DJ Cool 4 always hangs out quietly in the corner.
And dude, we didn't even mention the RFK thing. Like they're moving and grooving that thing, man. They're trying to get it so we can build our stadium back at the RFK site.
Yeah, how did we not remember that to talk about that? And they supposedly they were voting on it today.
Yeah. We will fill you in more on that as news comes out.
Yeah. Anyway, we will talk to you guys next week. Hail to the Redskins, and as always, if you see a Cowboys fan,
oh, you know what to do. Tell them about January 5th, because that's the next time we're gonna play them, and then you joke 'em!
Joke 'em!
We're not forgetting that game. Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
COVID.
It's not COVID.
Long COVID.
It's long something. It ain't COVID.
You know what I'm saying?